Welcome to day 5 of the Waldorf Practical Arts training. My name is Hannah and this is Pepper and Pine. Today I got right to work on my hard crafts right after our morning lecture. I have a lot of work to do. I don't think we're going to be getting done with our carving by the end of this module. This is module 7 out of 9 modules. You can find more information in the description box below in case you want to join, because you can join with any module. You don't have to wait for module number 1. Yesterday was our final day for bas relief. However, a lot of us are continuing to work on it today and probably tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be done with this project for a long time. I'm doing 2. I'm doing one on one side of the piece of wood, but it's a really thick piece of wood, so I started a second one on the other side just because I was having a really tough time with this project. It's really hard for me to think the 3-dimensional aspect of this project, and also removing the wood in order to reveal your project has been a real trial of brain work. It's a great creative outlet, but it is one of the more challenging projects that I've had to work on. One nice thing about this project is that because I have my own tools, I can work on this at home at my leisure, and it's probably going to take me months before this project is complete. It's time to head inside for today's lesson. We're going to be working with metal and copper.
This a little detail work here, you see that? That is called chasing the copper, chasing. And basically, and then you take one of any one of them, but usually it's one that is like.
You just call that like a chasing sandbag? Is it like
Yeah.
Let's head outside to do some copper smithing. I have been waiting for about 2 months to complete a project that I started in the previous module. We were working with copper to make copper bowls, and I had an idea for a project, and I ran out of time to make 6 copper bowls for watercoloring. So today I finally get to complete this project. First you have to anneal the copper, and we need to get it to a point where we see rainbow colors emerge. So it takes about 10 to 20 seconds or so before we get to that point where you can see that rainbow color emerge. Do need to be careful, wear protective gear if necessary. These are tongs in order to take our copper and cool it down in water. Working with copper means that you can work with it at a cooler temperature than when working with other metals. So once it's annealed, then you can start to shape it. So you don't need to work with it while it's still hot, which is great because you don't need any special equipment when doing copper smithing, which means that it is a lot more accessible than other metal smithing. In the previous module, we made bowls and ladles and spoons. And I had an idea to continue making bowls to go into a wooden tray for our watercolors. I ended up making our copper bowls a little bit too big, and so I actually also need to make a wooden tray for them. I'm making some pretty good progress, but it is time for lunch, so I need to put this project away. However, there is open studio later today, so I can probably finish up this project after handwork. After a quick lunch, it's time to head back into our handwork room to complete today's projects and start a new one. So here's a quick look at the pillow cover for one of the quilts that I made, and here is the other quilt. I made 2. One was hand stitched, the other one was machine sewn. When our projects are complete, we can share why we chose these fabrics. It's now time to work on our project for today. We are doing shashiko, which is a type of embroidery using white embroidery thread on blue indigo fabric. So this is the design that I chose, and now it's time to work on our open studio projects, and today I chose to complete my copper smithing. The 4 bowls are complete, but I will take them home to clean them in a vinegar bath, and then if it needs more work, I still have tomorrow to work on them. But I do want to share with you the eco printing die that I made a couple of days ago. I should have brought another one. Okay, this is promising because it's white here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, no. I'm totally surprised.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
So pretty.
I'm gonna have to wear it tomorrow, right?
Oh, you
Yes.
have to.
Oh, gorgeous. Thank you.
So pretty.
Oh. There was a spare piece of wood in the studio that I was able to use in order to make a tray for my copper bowls, and I love the way that it turned out. That's it for today. I stayed until the end of Open Studio. I hope that you'll come back tomorrow for our 6th and final day of this module. I hope that you enjoyed this look at our Waldorf Practical Arts training. Don't forget to check out the description box below for more information on WISC, the Waldorf Institute of Southern California, so that if you'd like to join any of their programs, you may do so by checking out their website. And if you'd like to check out what I'm doing on a daily basis, you can find me on my website at pepperandpine.com.